Street dated for April 14th, 2025, my pre-order of the second half of the story arc Rising Tide has arrived. So we're going to unbox that, take a look at it, and also show off the Organized Play promo and the pre-order promo, which are going to be available at a later time, directly purchasable from Renegade off of their website. That's Major Q11 as the pre-order promo and Thyraxis Dragoon as the Organized Play promo. We are going to take a look at the boxes in order of my least favorite to my favorite. We're going to start with Wing Commander Tuck Harrigan and the Vorid Glidestrikers. Well, I would show off the official first Volrac army cards, but I only got one of the two, but I got two of one of them, so I do not have the card for Wing Commander Tuck Harrigan. I had to fill out a request form to customer service to see if I can fix that. Otherwise, I have two cards for the Vorid Glidestrikers, but we'll take a look at the figures. First off, here's the army card, which I'll sit on for a couple of seconds so you can get a look at it. And here are the Vorid Glidestrikers themselves. And here they are compared to an average human-sized figure, official but not tournament legal, but should be official and legal, Samuel Brown. So they're a little bigger than most people assume. And that was a digital picture of his army card. But here is Wing Commander Tuck Harrigan next to a medium 5 character. Next, I'm going to take a look at the Thyraxis Dragoon. And I don't know if I stated in the video where I show off the promo figure, but I did not go to Organized Play for it. I was given it for providing prize support for a tournament. It's actually only March 7th right now, but I'm going to add this to the April boxes as I get them. I got a Thyraxis Dragoon, so I'm going to take a look at that and see how that looks. This is one of two confirmed unpainted promo miniatures. The other is Decker the Burrow Breaker. So those two are going to be unpainted. However, the other miniatures like Major Q11 and the fourth iteration of Raylin, the Kiri Warrior, are going to be pre-painted, as is the Deflectatron whenever that premieres. But this is, as I've stated, one of two unpainted. So this will not be available later in a pre-painted option. It will be available later to purchase directly from Renegade, as they say all gameplay unique figures are going to be. So you'll be able to get this one on the Renegade store. If patterns of other miniatures are followed, it'll probably be around the June Renegade Con when this one shows up to purchase. And you can check the price points of those other miniatures for kind of what to base it off of. I think it's $25 for a pre-painted, so this might be a little less being unpainted, but it is a large figure, so just safe to assume pick the biggest one available that's a promo and go off of that price point, because if it's cheaper, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Anyway, time to open the box. So we have the Thyraxis Dragoon figure, and let's see if I can get a non-reflective shot of the army card there. Just a couple of seconds to get you to pause or look at that or whatever. There's plenty of videos of this thing being unboxed, opened, and the army card is available directly on Renegade's website, so you can also check it out there. But here is the miniature itself. This is going to either be a pain or a joy to paint, but I suppose that would be anything. It's always either it's fun or it's not. So get the painting guide up on Renegade's website and slap some color on this thing soon and get it to the table. And here is the Thyraxis Dragoon promo figure painted up. Poor lighting. Next, we are going to take a look at the Rising Tide, Oathbound Phalanx, and Oathbound Legionnaires. Here's a look at the Oathbound Legionnaires army card. And the Oathbound Phalanx army card. Here are the Oathbound Legionnaires next to medium 5 Samuel Brown, and also the Oathbound Phalanx next to Samuel Brown. The reason these things were opened before the Queen is this bug ball thing. I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, it's okay. It's also kind of goofy, but whatever. The Oathbound Phalanx has a bit of heft to it. You wouldn't want to get this thing hucked at you. It's quite heavy for what size it is. Now we're going to take a look at the biggest figure from this half of the story arc, Queen Maladrix and her Festering Honor Guard. The first 5-figure squad in the game. Here's a look at the Festering Honor Guard's army card. And Queen Maladrix the Conqueror's army card. Here's the Festering Honor Guard themselves. They look like popcorn shrimp, but blue. And here is Queen Maladrix the Conqueror, again, measured against medium 5, Samuel Brown. Pretty big figure. It takes up, extra space, which will take up some space of a hex next to it, but it's not as bad as Zenithrax, the Vine Weaver, where there's so much just maneuvering. She'll be tough to get around, but the blue banana is not as bad as the dragon. The dragon with the shovel head. And now, one of my current most favorite figures, just by how he looks, it is Major Q11. He was the pre-order promo for the second half of Rising Tide's story arc. He should be available in June to purchase directly. That's just a guess, though, going off of when other promotional figures ended their promotional period and became available to purchase. So, look forward to him soon. But anyway, let's take a look at him. And here's a weird Decker the Burrow Breaker tournament kit pamphlet that came inside the box. I do not have 8 Decker the Burrow Breakers in this box, but whatever. Here is a look at the army card for Major Q11. Woo. And here is his size compared to the average sized Heroscape figure. Thank you, Samuel Brown, for your assistance today. But Major Q11 is awesome. He is so cool looking. His abilities are... I like playing with him, too, just by messing with this army card once it was revealed. I really like this figure. He's awesome. By far my favorite. Not my favorite, of the whole game, but I'd say top 10 with how he looks. He's pretty sweet. Anyway, that was a look at the arriving much earlier than anticipated, because it's March 24th today, 2025. This is the pre-orders for Rising Tide. And I know that Boiling Tension is next, and I believe May 5th is going to be Air Marshal Zed Nesbitt, who's already been confirmed to be shipping early. So he's the first part of the 2 halves of the release. Not much in the first half, but we'll take a look at him when he comes out. But that's later. This is now. Got to get these figures to the table.